AF1 chaos recently with week 12 out of 13. The season is wrapping up and we are looking towards the playoffs. But each team is still fighting for a spot basically. In the first game, the Michigan Arsenal took on the Oceanside Bombers. Oh wait, that's the Oceanside Stealth. With a new name, they still ended up losing 86 to 74 against the Arsenal, who are definitely on the come up. Then, going over, the number one seeded Nashville Cats took on the number two Albany Firebirds in a close matchup with the Cats winning 57-54 in the game of the week. Then, the Washington Wolfpack took on the Minnesota Monsters, with the Monsters winning 56 to 42. Then in the final game of the week, the Kentucky Barrels fought the Beaumont Renegades, with the Beaumont winning 50 to 20. Going over to the standings going into next week. Number 1, Nashville Cats 11-1. Number 2, Albany Firebirds at 9-3. Number 3, Minnesota Monsters at 7-4. Number 4, Kentucky Barrels at 7-5. And number 5, the 5-6 Michigan Arsenal. At 6, the 5-7 Washington Wolfpack. 7, the 4-7 Beaumont Renegades. And last place, 8th, the Oceanside Bombers. Or Stealth. Whatever's going on over there. So then just going over to the news of the week. I'd say the top story is Oceanside changing their name from the Bombers to the Stealth, which mid-season name changes always are interesting to me. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's always pretty weird. Sometimes it's for the better, but I like Oceanside Bombers more than Oceanside Stealth. The logo isn't too bad though, but they did not win their first game, so they're not all that good, I guess. Um, but it's just been intense. And going over, the Kentucky Barrels fired basically half of their roster, even though they were sitting at like 7-3 at the time, I think. And they have dropped 2 losses since. They are not good. In the last 2 games, they scored 28 points combined. It's just horrible. And then in other news, um, I heard from a fan. I don't know if this is 100% true, so take it with a grain of salt. The Minnesota Monsters owner never bought the team, so he is getting sued. So I don't know if that's 100% true, but if that is, that's insane. I can't wait to see the championship game. The top 6 teams make the playoffs, so that would be Nashville, Albany, Minnesota, Kentucky, Michigan, and Washington, with the Renegades and Stealth missing out. But it seems like Minnesota and Kentucky could be could be leaving the league. So that would mean Beaumont and Oceanside get an automatic spot unless they decide to change the playoff structure, which would be wise. But I would say they make it through. There's only 1 week left, and hopefully that week delivers.